Hello everyone. So the item that I'm going to show you today is my Garden Party 30 by Hermes. It's actually the Hermes Garden Party 30 and or TPM for Très Petite model. That's of course meaning very little model or very petite model because it's the smallest one in their line of Garden Party totes. And I've got it placed up against two of my other Hermes bags, the Kelly 28, which is right here, and the Bolide 27, which is right here, and the Garden Party's in the back. I know for a lot of people that when they're looking at Hermes bags, some of the hardest things to do is size, which one you're going to want, whether it's a 25 or a 28 or a 30 or a 35. So I just went ahead and lined them up. I'm going to pick you guys up for a second here and kind of rotate you around. I placed them edge to edge so you can see in kind of declining order of size from back to front. That's how they line up. So of course, if you're considering, for instance, a Kelly 25, it's going to be even smaller than that Bolide 27. And we're talking about small bags here. I'm not a big bag person. These are all petite bags in my opinion. But that's how they look like that. Kind of up from above, and I'll model them for you as well. I'm not going to really size compare too much. I just wanted to give those of you who are interested an idea of how it looks. And you can see along the edge there, if I can capture it, just the slightest decline in size. So the Garden Party 30, I want you to get the idea, is really not a big bag in comparison to the Kelly 28 or even the Bolide 27. But that's a look at how it compares to two other bags. But let me go ahead and grab it forward. And this is the one we're going to talk about right here. This is my Garden Party 30 and or TPM. This is in the color Blue Brighton. It's from 2018 and it's in the Country Vache leather or Vache Country leather. I'm not sure which one is which, but let's go ahead and talk about this bag a little bit. I've owned it for quite a period of time, and I'm also going to share with you where I purchased it, how much I paid, and kind of what fits in it to give you guys an idea of whether this is a bag you might want to consider for yourself. So the size and the way it's set up is of course very similar to a Birkin, and for me, I'm not going to buy a Birkin. I'm not a fan of top handle bags, but you know, everyone needs variety in their collection, and at some point I do use top handle bags, but this is about the highest I'm willing to pay for a top handle bag. So a Birkin won't be coming my way, but for those of you that are maybe testing out whether you want one, this is a lower entry-level alternative to the Birkin. And it might even satisfy that need that you have for one. It's a very basic top handle tote, and you can kind of see how it's set up. It has a button snap closure right here, and then there's the opposite side button. Here's the side of the bag. Both sides look the same, and they can be secured by another button snap closure right here. And I do tend to snap it up. I like the look of it all snapped up as opposed to just kind of open. And I did get rid of my Neverfull in order to purchase this bag. I found the Neverfull just too big for me. I purchased one. It was my very first model, and I thought I would really, really like it. But as it turns out, I just really didn't like the size of that tote. It was just too big. Here's the interior, and it's a cloth interior done in herringbone. And I'll show you a little bit more of a close-up of that. And once again, mine is in the Country leather, Country Vache leather. And then you do have on this side right here a zip pocket running along there. And then at the bottom, you have a pretty structured base with, I don't know if I can get in there so you can see it, but there's a definite lip to that base, and it runs all throughout the base of the bag. So the base of the bag has a definite lip to it, a hard edge, so it gives you a lot of structure. And then on the bottom, there are no feet to this bag. Just looks like that. And the type of material that's inside that herringbone cloth, it actually matches the Hermes dust bag. So you've basically got their dust bag as your interior lining. If you can see the print right there. And it perfectly matches what's inside of their bags. So let me see if I can bring the two up together. Oops, little camera shake there, I apologize. So that's basically what's inside the bag, is their dust bag. And then I wanted to share with you guys also the price that I paid for this bag and when I purchased it. So let me bring that in. The item was purchased in February of this year, 2021, and that just says Hermes Garden Party. What I paid is right there, $2,300. and it was in brand new condition. So I thought that was a really good price. I'd been looking at them for a while, and they were all substantially more than that on Fashion File and Yugi's and other places I had seen them. So when I saw it for $2,300, I knew it was a good deal and decided to go ahead and pick it up. And of course, it's a tote. It's really hard to tell you guys what fits inside because a lot of things are going to fit inside. It's going to hold quite a lot. I did do a very quick 2-minute what's in my bag a couple of months ago, so I can link that for you and you can take a look at some different items that I carried with me. But I did take out a few items to show you, bigger items to show you whether or not they fit. And I also wanted to give you a better idea of what this kind of grain looks like on the country leather. So let me bring it in a little bit closer. To me, it's a very matte feel, very dry and matte, and it feels like Clemence leather, but it's very, very matte and dry. And I do have my Togo bag here. It's a Togo Berlingo, sorry. Berlingo, and that's in Togo. So you can see a definite difference between the two. First of all, the Togo has some veins. You can see them right there. And it's a smaller grain and a softer leather with no matte feel. So if you're looking at country leather, it's definitely matte and the larger grain, similar to Clemence, and then Togo would be softer by comparison with a smaller grain. So this one is a soft bag, and you can see a little bit of structure loss on the bottom, a little bit of softening, nothing major, but definitely it will soften a little. You can use a base shaper inside. I typically do not, but you can. I just have one that I've used, a cheap, Amazon one that's gone in other bags that I own. And I just kind of stuff it in there to give it a little bit more structure. Also, it gives it a little more weight though, which I don't prefer, but you can definitely use a base shaper in this bag if you so choose. So let me go ahead and take that out. And I just pulled out a 13-inch laptop. Let me grab it. So this is my 13-inch laptop. It has like a skin on it, and it will only go in at a diagonal angle. And you can't close the bag, and it is so heavy. I think the handles would probably break right off this bag if I attempted to carry it. So if you're looking for it to carry a laptop, it's probably not a good choice in the size 30. You'd probably have to go up a few sizes, and I think the weight would just put way too much strain on the bag. It doesn't feel like it can support the weight of a laptop, and this is what I would consider a pretty lightweight 13-inch laptop. But I also pulled out my mini iPad. So if you have a Samsung Galaxy, a mini one, mini iPad, Kindle, Kindle Fire, that sort of thing, this is a mini iPad, and that'll easily go in your bag. So would a paperback book and things of that nature. And then I also pulled out a mini umbrella. So will it accommodate a mini umbrella? Absolutely will. So if you have a mini umbrella, and you can also stand it up, it will stick up, but easily accommodate that. And then a bottle of water. This is a 16.9 ounce empty bottle. I don't recommend putting full bottles inside. If you stand it up, you can see it sticking out a little bit, but it will definitely lay down flat as well in there. And then the last thing I pulled out, I know some ladies like to carry a sweater, light sweater or scarf, and I just kind of will show you that that will sit up on the top as well. So, it's a tote. It's going to accommodate your larger items, but not as large as a laptop. But certainly a lot of things that you want to carry on the daily basis. I am not a fan of top handle totes, but, it serves its purpose occasionally. Let's snap it up and see how it looks with it all snapped. I think it looks a little nicer, more put together. There we go. Just a little bit cuter. But that's the Garden Party 30 TPM model in blue Brighton in country leather by Hermes. If you have any questions or you want me to do a comparison with some other bags, let me know. It fits nicely in with the Kelly 28 and the Bolide 27. They're all in that same general size range. So if you're looking for a bag in the smaller size range, this would be it. Or if you're looking for an entry-level Hermes bag, this also might be a good choice because it's at the lower end of the price points that they have, and you get a lot of value for money. It's a really nicely made bag, and I really like it, and I use it quite a lot, surprisingly. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.